It is lovely to see you, and we are heading east today, exploring the rural vibes of El Cajon, plus secrets from one of our favorite trip planners. All ahead. I'm Ashley Jacobs. Localist SD is live right now. Today we are hitting the streets of El Cajon. The city isn't far from San Diego, but it is a totally different feel. It feels more rural. It's also a little warmer and sunnier, and family is the center of the community. We call this segment Walk the Block, brought to you by SDCCU. Mayor Wells, it is so nice to steal some of your time today, and another gorgeous day in El Cajon. It's always nicer here than San Diego. Have you noticed that?
Well, I think we actually have a lot more sun.
Yes.
Just because of being east. Even Alpine has more sun than us, but we've got a lot of sun.
So let's talk about some of the elements that make El Cajon stand out, in addition to having that extra sunlight. You know, you're just minutes from San Diego, but it really does feel a world away in a lot of ways. What are some of the big differences?
Well, you know, in some ways we're kind of the same. We have a university, we have our own airport here, we've got a lot of big industry. GKN Industries here, Taylor Guitars makes the guitar. So in a lot of ways we have a lot of those big city elements. But El Cajon grew up a rural town. It grew up where people had horses and goats and chickens and big houses built on big lots. And it's always kind of had that rural feel to it. And it's, even though the city has grown up around it, I don't think that's ever changed completely.
I'm so glad you mentioned those big houses and big lots, because there is a lot of wealth in El Cajon, but it's not that stereotypical wealth that you may think of.
Well, it's not the technology people, it's not the people that run big law firms. It's the guys that own electrical contracting firms, the guys who own roofing companies and trucking companies, and there's a lot of beautiful houses out here, some of the most beautiful in San Diego, but it's a different feel.
And though the town has modernized in many ways, there still are a lot of those rural values, I would say. I mean, the whole city will come together to support youth sports teams. It's really at the heart of the community.
Well, El Cajon's kind of the Bible Belt of San Diego County. We've got 5 mega churches out here. And I think that reflects the kind of people that want to live here. They're very focused on family values, a lot of focus on youth sports teams and Traegers and, you know, all that kind of traditional Americana that you see in other parts of the country.
You know, you'll also find a lot of diversity here as well, though. I mean, it's one of the largest Chaldean populations in the country.
So when I first started living in El Cajon, I had no idea who the Chaldeans were at all. But they've become really good friends of mine and an integral part of our community. They're really hardworking people, they've got great values, and they bring a lot to the livability of El Cajon.
What drew you to El Cajon? Because you grew up in North County, San Diego. You lived a life as a professional musician in Hollywood. What made you decide to settle down in El Cajon of all places?
Well, I'd like to say it's because I saw the light that's the right place to live, but I got married. And I told my wife I think we should live in Rancho Bernardo, and she said no, we're going to live in El Cajon, and that was kind of the end of that discussion. So
what did she love about El Cajon then?
She grew up here. She grew up about 1.5 miles from where we live. And she's got this huge Greek family, and they're all in each other's business, and they see each other all the time, and she could not be separated from that environment. So she likes what I love now too, is the family atmosphere of El Cajon, the friendliness of El Cajon, the community of El Cajon that frankly you just don't get in other more busy, more congested parts of the county.
You know, and if you do make a trip here, you're going to see the beautiful mountainscape in the background, but you're also going to see a lot of cool cars. The car community out here is incredible.
Yeah, if you're a motorhead, El Cajon's the place you want to be. I mean, you're going to see more classic cars, and people put a lot of effort and time into their classic cars. We've got a great car show that happens every Wednesday. We used to have a racetrack out here, the Cajon Speedway. It is part of the culture, part of the fabric of what makes El Cajon El Cajon.
Mayor Wells, what is not to love? You've got great community, family, the Bible Belt of San Diego. Anything else you want to share about your beautiful city?
Well, I just think we take a lot of pride in doing community events. We have Haunt Fest, where about 60,000 people come at Halloween. We've historically had the Mother Goose Parade. We've got a great tree lighting ceremony where thousands of people come and we sing Christmas songs. You know, we've got the Magnolia Theater, which is run by Live Nation. It has 86 shows a year. So there's just a lot happening out here. And one thing that frustrates me is that I don't think people really take the time to come out and see us and give El Cajon the chance it deserves.
All right, well, thanks to SDCCU. Come walk the block in El Cajon.